Hello, welcome to our channel Learn to Score. In this video, we are going to learn the concept of rational numbers on number line and the rational numbers between two rational numbers. I hope you will like the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Thank you. Let us learn about rational numbers on a number line. Prior to that, let's quickly recall natural numbers. The numbers that are used to count objects are called natural numbers. The numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on are called natural numbers. As you see here, the smallest number of natural numbers is 1, right? Natural numbers can be shown on number line as shown here. As you see here, the number line starts with number 1, which is the smallest natural number, and there is no end for this particular number line. You can have few crores, tens of crores, thousands of crores, lakhs of crores and things like that, right? And another point you have to note here is every natural number appears only once on the number line. For example, 8 appears only once, 10 appears only once, 13 appears only once, right? And another point you have to make note here is as you move right on the number line, you see greater and greater natural numbers. For example, you are on number 10. If you go on to the right, you are seeing 11, 12, and so on. Those are bigger than 10. If you go on to the left, what you see is 9, 8, and so on, which are smaller than 10, right? Now let's quickly recall whole numbers. Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on, right? If you observe, the whole numbers have got all the natural numbers starting from 1 to infinitely many natural numbers. Along with that, you have 0 also. So what you can say is whole numbers is a collection of natural numbers plus 0, right? The smallest number of whole numbers is 0. As you see here, whole numbers can also be shown on number line, right? In this particular case, the number line starts with 0, which is the smallest of whole numbers, right? The smallest of the whole numbers is 0. So number line starts with 0 and there is no end to this line onto the right. And as we have seen earlier with natural numbers, here also, every whole number appears only once on the number line, right? 0 appears only once, 4 appears only once, 44 appears only once, like that. And as you move right on the number line, you see greater and greater whole numbers. If you move on to the left side, you see smaller and smaller whole numbers, right? Now let's quickly recall integers. Integers are collection of positive numbers, 0, and negative numbers also, right? We can read the integers as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on, and -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and so on, right? As you see here, integers can also be shown on number line. So for integers, 0 stands at the middle of the number line, at the center of the number line, right? In the case of whole numbers, the number line starts with 0, right? But in the case of integers, the number line has 0 as the midpoint, right? And to one side, you have numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And to the other side, you have numbers like -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on, right? The numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on are called positive integers. The numbers such as -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on are called negative integers. And 0 is called simply an integer, neither positive integer nor negative integer. Please note this, right? And as we have seen earlier with other two numbers, as you move right on the number line, you get bigger and bigger numbers. As you move left on the number line, you see smaller and smaller numbers. It means minus 10 is smaller than 0, smaller than minus 1, smaller than minus 2, and smaller than 7, smaller than 4, right? You're getting it? As you move right on the number line, you get bigger and bigger numbers. As you move left on the number line, you see smaller and smaller numbers, right? Now let's look at rational numbers. The numbers that are expressed as p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0 are called rational numbers. Means the rational numbers are a ratio of two integers p and q. We don't want q to be 0. That's why we said that q should not be equal to 0. If q becomes 0, then denominator of this particular number becomes 0, right? So we don't know the value of the number which has got 0 in the denominator. For that reason, we say that the numbers that are expressed as p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0, are called rational numbers. Please note this. Rational numbers can also be shown on number line. As you see here, this is the number line written for rational numbers, but it is looking similar to the one we have drawn for integers, right? The number line for integers is same as number line for rational numbers. The reason is that integers are rational numbers, right? You can say that every integer is a rational number. So to prove that, we can simply say that 0 is 0 by 1, 1 is 1 by 1, 2 is 2 by 1, 3 is 3 by 1, 4 is 4 by 1. Like that, when I write minus 1 by 1, minus 2 by 1, minus 3 by 1, minus 4 by 1, minus 5 by 1. The number line has become now the number line for rational numbers, right? For example, the rational number in the middle of 0 and 1 can be written as 0 plus 1 divided by 2, right? We have taken average of these two numbers 0 and 1, that is 0 plus 1 divided by 2, that is equal to half, right? Now between 0 and 1, if I mark, this is half, right? Similarly, the rational number in the middle of minus 1 and 0 can be written as minus 1 plus 0 divided by 2. That is equal to minus half, right? So let me write here minus half, right? Similarly, the rational number bit in the middle of 1 and 2 is 3 by 2, right? That is 1 plus 2 divided by 2, 3 by 2. The rational number which is in the middle of 2 and 3 is 2 plus 3 divided by 2, that is 5 by 2, right? Let me mark that in the middle. Similarly, the number in the middle of 3 and 4 is 3 plus 4 by 2, that is 7 by 2, right? Let me mark. This is 7 by 2. 4 plus 5 by 2 is 9 by 2, that is the number in the middle of 4 and 5, right? Let me write 9 by 2. Similarly, we can write for the negative side also. 1 plus 2 divided by 2 is 3 by 2. Similarly, minus 1 minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 3 by 2. This is going to be minus 5 by 2. This is going to be minus 7 by 2. This is going to be minus and divided, right? This is how you can write rational numbers on number line, right? Now let's further see about rational numbers on number line. Identify the rational numbers a and b marked on the number line. As you see here, we have number line going from minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and so on. On the both sides you can go extend it, right? On this side you can write minus 2, minus 3 and all. On this side, you can write 3, 4, 5, and so on, right? But in between 0 and 1, we are given two rational numbers, A and B. We are asked to find what are those rational numbers, right? If you observe, the number line between 0 and 1 is divided into 7 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? It is divided into 7 equal parts. For that reason, can I say that 0 equal to 0 by 7? Can I write 0 equal to 0 by 7? 1 equal to 7 by 7? If I do that, this is going to be 1 by 7. This is going to be 2 by 7. This is going to be 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, right? As you see here, A is 3 by 7, right? And B is 5 by 7. You understood? So to answer the question, we said that A equal to 3 by 7 and B is 5 by 7. For that reason, what we have done, we said that 0 is 0 by 7 because it is divided, the number line between 0 and 1 is divided into 7 parts. We said 0 equal to 0 by 7 and 1 equal to 7 by 7. For example, had it been divided into 9 equal parts, then we should have written 0 equal to 0 by 9 and 1 equal to 9 by 9, right? Let's see another interesting problem. Represent 5 by 8 on the number line. Okay. So I have taken number line ranging from -1 to 2, right? The reason for taking this particular range, we know that 5 by 8 is a positive number, right? It means it is going to be greater than 0. It is onto the right hand side of 0, right? And 5 by 8 is less than 8 by 8, right? Meaning, 8 by 8 is 1, right? It means 5 by 8 is less than 1. For that reason, we have to have 0 and 1 in the number line we draw. Once you draw that way, since the denominator is 8, we have to divide the number line between 0 and 1 into 8 equal parts. Since the denominator is 8, we want to make this particular portion from 0 to 1 into 8 equal parts, right? Let me write that. So we have now 8 equal parts. Let me say that 0 equal to 0 by 8 and 1 is 8 by 8. So now I can start writing, this is 1 by 8, this is 2 by 8, this is 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8. So we are asked to represent 5 by 8 on the number line. So it means this particular part is 5 by 8. Right? Let's see another problem now. Represent 29 by 6 on the number line. 29 can be written as 4 times 6 plus 5. For example, if you do division of 29 with 6, then this is 4 times 24. When you subtract it, you get 5. 5 is the remainder. This is divisor and this is quotient, right? Dividend 29 equal to divisor 6 times quotient 4 plus 5 remainder, right? In other words, we can express this 29 by 6, which is an improper fraction, as a mixed fraction, right? 29 by 6 is 4 5 by 6. 4 6s are 24 plus 5. 4 times 6 and plus 5, right? 29 by 6 can be written as 4 5 by 6. Since we have said that 29 equal to 4 times 6 plus 5, what I'll do is I'll divide every number with number 6. 29 by 6 equal to 4 times 6 divided by 6 plus 5 by 6, right? I can cancel these two numbers. It means I can write 29 by 6 as 4 plus 5 by 6. Got it? Now, if you see 29 by 6 is 4 plus 5 by 6, it means when I draw the number line, I should include the number 4, certainly. And then 5 by 6 is less than 6 by 6, right? 5 by 6 is less than 6 by 6. It means 5 by 6 is less than 1, right? It means the number line we would be looking for is in between 4, that is the starting point, and 4 plus 5 by 6, that is less than 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. So let's draw the number line. So in the number line, you have to have the numbers such as 4 and 5 because of this reason. We said that the number 29 by 6 is going to be in between 4 and 5, right? Now, since the denominator is 6, we are going to divide the number line between 4 and 5 into 6 equal parts. Let's do that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have made the number line between 4 and 5 into 6 equal parts, right? Now, can I say that this particular 4 is 4 plus 0 by 6, right? In that case, it is going to be 4 plus 1 by 6. It is going to be 4 plus 2 by 6. It is going to be 4 plus 3 by 6. This is 4 plus 4 by 6. This is 4 plus 5 by 6. This is 4 plus 6 by 6, right? That is how this is 4 plus 1. Now, the number we are looking for is 4 plus 5 by 6, right? It means at this point you write 29 by 6. This is 29 by 6. I hope you got the concept, right? Rational numbers between two rational numbers. You see here we have natural numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Can you write natural numbers between 3 and 6? From this list of natural numbers, you can say that 4 and 5 are in between 3 and 6, right? So to answer the question, natural numbers between 3 and 6 are 4 and 5, right? Now, let's see the integers. You have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on, right? Now, the question is, can you write integers between -4 and 3? -4 and +3. As you see here, these are the numbers, right? -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. These numbers are in between -4 and 3. So to answer the question, let's write the integers between -4 and 3 are -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, right? The next question I can have is, can you write integers between 2 and 3? You know, you have two integers, 2 and 3, they are next to each other. Now the question is, can you write integers between 2 and 3? Are there integers between 2 and 3? So answer is no integers exist between 2 and 3, right? 2 and 3 are next to each other in the list of integers. For that reason, you cannot have any more integers in between, right? Now the question is, do rational numbers exist between 2 and 3? We said that no integers exist between 2 and 3, right? Now the question is, do rational numbers exist between 2 and 3? Answer is yes. We can write infinitely many number of rational numbers between 2 and 3. I said that we can write infinitely many number of rational numbers between 2 and 3. Let's try to learn how to write rational numbers between two numbers. We are not going to talk about infinitely many number, but we'll try to write finite number of rational numbers between 2 and 3 or any pair of numbers for that matter, right? We said that rational numbers in the middle of 0 and 1 is 0 plus 1 divided by 2. That is equal to half, right? When you have two rational numbers, 0 and 1, though you say that these are whole numbers, 0 by 1 and 1 by 1, these are rational numbers, right? So the rational number in the middle of 0 and 1 is 0 plus 1 divided by 2. We have taken average of these two numbers, that is 1 by 2. Similarly, I can say that rational number in the middle of 1 and 2 is the average of these two numbers, that is 1 plus 2 divided by 2. That is equal to 3 by 2, right? The rational number in the middle of minus 1 and 0 is the average of minus 1 and 0, right? That is equal to minus 1 plus 0 divided by 2. That is equal to minus half. When you observe all these, what you have learned is if A and B are rational numbers, then the rational number in the middle of A and B can be written as A plus B by 2, right? If A and B are two rational numbers, the rational number in the middle of A and B, exactly at the center point, is A plus B by 2, right? Using this, now I can say that rational number in the middle of 2 and 3 is 2 plus 3 divided by 2, that is equal to 5 by 2, right? This can be represented on the number line. The rational number in the middle of 2 and 3 is 5 by 2, right? So if you represent that on the rational number, number line, it looks like this. Exactly at the midpoint of 2 and 3, you have 5 by 2. Let's take a note of that. And now let's find the rational number in the middle of 2 and 5 by 2. From 2 and 3, we got 5 by 2 as the rational number in between those two, the middle of those two, right? Now we want to find the rational number in the middle of 2 and 5 by 2. That is going to be 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2, right? We said that it is going to be A plus B by 2, right? So now we have to find the value of 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2. First, let's find the value of 2 plus 5 by 2. 2 plus 5 by 2 can be written as 2 by 1 plus 5 by 2, right? I have written 2 as 2 by 1 and kept 5 by 2 as is. Now we have to do summation of these two numbers, 2 by 1 plus 5 by 2. Okay, so look at the denominators. You have 1 and 2, right? So their LCM is 2. That's why I write the denominator as 2, right? Now let me divide this particular 2 with 1. So what you have is 2, right? So let me write this particular 2 first here and then multiply with the 2 which we obtained by dividing this particular 2 with this 1. Now keep plus symbol as is and write 5 as is. Now divide this particular 2 with this 2. So 2 divides 2 once. That's why I'm writing 5 times 1, right? 2 times 2 plus 5 times 1 divided by 2. Let's write that. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 5 times 1 is 5 divided by 2. So that is 4 plus 5 divided by 2, that is 9 by 2, right? So what you got is 2 plus 5 by 2 equal to 9 by 2. But what we have to find is 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2, right? So let's write that. 2 plus 5 by 2 divided by 2 can be written as 9 by 2 divided by 2 by 1, right? The numerator 2 plus 5 by 2 is 9 by 2 and the denominator 2 can be written as 2 by 1, right? Now I have a division like 9 by 2 divided by 2 by 1, right? So instead of dividing 9 by 2 with 2 by 1, what I want to do is 9 by 2 into 1 by 2, right? Instead of dividing 9 by 2 with 2 by 1, I'm going to multiply 9 by 2 with 1 by 2, which is multiplicative inverse of 2 by 1, right? Let's write that. 9 by 2 divided by 2 by 1 equal to 9 by 2 into 1 by 2. So multiply the numerators, 9 times 1, you have 9, and multiply the denominators, 2 times 2, you have 4 as the denominator. So 9 by 4 is the answer, right? The rational number in the middle of 2 and 5 by 2 is 9 by 4. Let's mark that now. You see, at the middle point of 2 and 5 by 2, we have marked 9 by 4, right? Let's take a note of that. Now, can we find a rational number between 2 and 9 by 4? That is going to be 2 plus 9 by 4 divided by 2, right? The rational number in the middle of A and B is A plus B by 2. When you use that formula, A equal to 2 and B equal to 9 by 4, it is going to be 2 plus 9 by 4 divided by 2, right? We have to find its value. For that, first let's find 2 plus 9 by 2. What is the value of 2 plus 9 by 4? That is the numerator. 2 plus 9 by 4 can be written as 2 by 1 plus 9 by 4, right? Look at the denominators, 1 and 4. The LCM is 4, right? Now let me divide LCM with this particular 1. Prior to that, let me write number 2 as is, right? When you divide LCM 4 with 1, what you get is 4. Let me multiply that with 2. Let me write plus as is. Now we can write 9 here, and then we have to divide LCM 4 with this particular 4. 4 by 4 is 1. That's why we are going to multiply 9 with 1. So this is what we have to write. Let's write that. 2 times 4 is 8 and 9 times 1 is 9. When you substitute that, it becomes 8 plus 9 divided by 4, that is equal to 17 by 4. So till now what we have got is the value of 2 plus 9 by 4, that is equal to 17 by 4. What we wanted is 2 plus 9 by 4 divided by 2, right? For that, I can write it as 17 divided by 4 divided by 2 by 1, right? Similar to earlier case, we can write it as 17 by 4 divided by 2 by 1 as 17 by 4 into 1 by 2, right? When you do that, it becomes 17 by 8. So the rational number in the middle of 2 and 9 by 4 is 17 by 8. Let's write that. So we have marked 17 by 8 in the middle of 2 and 9 by 4, right? In this fashion, we can keep doing so that we can write as many rational numbers in between given two rational numbers, right? But that is a tedious process. Anyway, as you see here, 2 is smaller than 17 by 8. That is smaller than 9 by 4. That is smaller than 5 by 2. That is smaller than 3. As we said, as you go on to the right on the number line, you will see bigger and bigger numbers, right? That's why 2 is smaller than 17 by 8. That is smaller than 9 by 4. That is smaller than 5 by 2. And that is smaller than 3. Now, when you look at this, you can say that these three numbers are the rational numbers between 2 and 3, right? The rational numbers between three rational numbers between 2 and 3 are 17 by 8, 9 by 4, and 5 by 2, right? Similarly, you can write 10 numbers, 20 numbers, doesn't matter. But only problem is it becomes tedious because you have to always find the average of two rational numbers and then again repeat this process, right? There is an alternate method for this. When you are asked to write few rational numbers, there is an alternate method. Let's look at that method now. As you see here, the rational numbers between 5 and 9 are 6, 7, and 8. You may say that these are whole numbers or integers, right? But you can say that those are rational numbers also, right? The rational numbers between 5 and 9 are 6, 7 and 8. Look at this carefully. Now I say that rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10 are 6 by 10, 7 by 10 and 8 by 10. What you must have seen here is, every number of earlier list, I have divided that with 10. For that reason, I could say that rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 6 by 10, 5 by 10 and 9 by 10 are 6 by 10, 7 by 10 and 8 by 10. If you are asked to write only three numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10, this is fairly simple. You could have written 6 by 10, 7 by 10 and 8 by 10, right? But now the question is, can we write 10 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10? How do we do it? Now, how do I write 10 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10? For that, the trick is, I can write 5 by 10 as 50 by 100, right? You multiply both the numerator and denominator of 5 by 10 with 10. 5 times 10 in the numerator becomes 50 and 10 times 10 in the denominator becomes 100, right? 5 by 10 is equal to 50 by 100. Similarly, 9 by 10 equal to 90 by 100, right? So can you write now the rational numbers between 50 by 100 and 90 by 100? The rational numbers between 50 by 100 and 90 by 100 are going to be 51 by 100, 52 by 100, 53 by 100, 54 by 100 and so on up to 89 by 100. Because you don't want to write 90 by 100 here. At the same time, you don't want to write 50 by 100 here, right? So you have numbers in between 51 by 100, 52 by 100 and so on up to 89 by 100. This is fairly simple, right? Suppose if you are asked to write 10 rational numbers which are in between these two, then what you can say is 10 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10 are 51 by 100, 52 by 100, 53 by 100. You can continue, but what I said is, okay, let me take numbers from 60 series, 61 by 100 and 62 by 100. So till now I have total 5 numbers written up, 63 by 100, 6 numbers written up. So I have gone for 70 series, 71 and 72, 81 and 82. So 6 plus 2 plus 2, 6 plus 2 plus 2. So total 10 numbers we have written. You could have taken some other numbers. For example, you could have taken 51 by 100, 52 by 100, 61 by 100, 62 by 100. No, or you could have, and something like that. Or you could have taken 51 by 100, 52 by 100, 53 by 100, up to 60 by 100, right? If the question is about writing 10 rational numbers in between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10, you can take any of these numbers, right? Now let's take a look at another problem. Can we write 100 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10? The trick we have to play here is, we can say that 5 by 10 equal to 500 by 1000. Because earlier, if you look at, when we have written numbers from 51 by 100 to 89 by 100, the total numbers we have written are 39, right? But here we are asked to write 100 numbers. So just by multiplying with 10 of 5 by 10 in both the numerator and denominator, and 9 by 10 in the numerator and denominator multiplication with 10 is not going to solve the problem, because it can yield only 40 numbers, 39 numbers to be correct, right? But since we are asked to find 100 numbers, what we are going to do is, instead of multiplying 5 by 10 with 10 by 10, we are multiplying 5 by 10 with 100 by 100. 5 times 100 is 500 numerator, 10 times 100 is 1000 for the denominator. Similarly, 9 by 10 can be written as 900 by 1000, right? I have multiplied both numerator and denominator with 100 here also. Now, let me write the rational numbers between these two numbers, 500 by 1000 and 900 by 1000. Rational numbers between 500 by 1000 and 900 by 1000 are going to be 501 by 1000, 502 by 1000, 503 by 1000, and so on up to 899 by 1000. right? So many numbers we could write. Now you can select any of the 100 numbers from this to answer the question, right? For that, 100 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10 can be written by selecting 100 rational numbers from this particular list, right? You can select any of the numbers from this particular list, but I'm selecting the numbers starting from 501 divided by 1000 up to 600 divided by 1000, right? So 100 rational numbers between 5 by 10 and 9 by 10 are going to be 501 by 1000, 502 by 1000, 503 by 1000, and so on up to 600 by 1000. You could have chosen 600 series, 601, 602 up to 700, right? So any combination is possible because we are not asked a specific set. We are asked to write 100 rational numbers between these two numbers. So any answer you write is fine as long as they are in between these two numbers, right? Now let's take a look at another problem. Write any 5 rational numbers between -3 and 0. You see, -3 and 0 are rational numbers, right? We have to write any 5 rational numbers between these two. -3 can be written as -3 by 1, right? If I multiply both numerator and denominator with 10, it becomes -30 by 10, right? And 0 can be written as 0 by 1 or 0 by 10, doesn't matter. Now, I'll write the rational numbers between -30 by 10 and 0 by 10. So those are -29 by 10, -28 by 10, -27 by 10, and so on up to -1 by 10. So you can pick any 5 rational numbers between these. You can pick any 5 rational numbers from this particular list. So one I can think about is 5 rational numbers between -3 and 0 as -29 by 10, -28 by 10, -27 by 10, -26 by 10, and -25 by 10, right? I have taken the numbers from this end, 5 numbers from this end, right? Instead, I could have taken 5 numbers on the extreme right end. Those are going to be -5 by 10, -4 by 10, -3 by 10, -2 by 10, -1 by 10, right? Since we are asked to write any 5 rational numbers between -3 and 0, both the answers are correct, right? I hope you like the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Learn to Score. Thank you.